It's a new day. Welcome to your experience. The end of enlightenment is just the beginning. In today's video, is you versus the world, or are you one with the world? We will explore different angles on this topic, but today we are going to focus on how we tend to think about the world around us. Through language and other human constructs, we tend to think of ourselves as separate from everything else around us. Even within our species, humans tend to be tribal in nature. It potentially even played an important part in survival throughout history. Whether or not we acknowledge it, we have at least a connection to the world outside through our skin and through our mind. The greatest illusion from a historical context and from our human construct has been that there is us, and then the rest of the world around us. We tend to think of our skin as what separates us from the world. In reality, it's what connects us. On a sunny day, the rays of the sun hitting you is you, just as much as your hands. But unlike your hands, your universe as you know it would come to an end without the sun. Even our eyes see different than what our mind's interpretation of what we are looking at. Meaning we make sense of what we are looking at through our brain and not our eyes. The human mind tends to localize itself to make sense of the world. Because of this localization, we tend to think of ourselves as separate. This separation impacts our behavior. If we hit our feet with a hammer, we feel a greater impact than if we were to cut a tree down because we tend to localize our thinking. However, from a scientific sense, cutting a tree down will probably have a greater impact on the local environment. Humans have a significant impact on the ecosystem, and in return, this impact affects humans in various ways. There are lots of debates on human impact on the ecosystem. Most of the debate is because we are preconditioned to consume, and our ego gives us the illusion that this universe was built for just us. Human behavior is affected by a lack of resources such as access to healthcare, food, and water, increasing the risk of disease and conflict, and changing the quality of life for people and communities. The unbalanced impact on our world can drastically affect our behavior. To mitigate these impacts, it is essential that we live a balanced approach. We are the world, one and the same. A balanced approach is accomplished by implementing sustainable practices that reduce human impact on the ecosystem and promote the health and resilience of the natural world. Who benefits from this approach is where the core of the ego arguments start. In my research on neural networks, I found that there is a strong connection between our feelings and the environment in which we live. Our emotions are shaped by the stimuli we receive from our surroundings, and in turn, they influence how we perceive and interact with the world. This reciprocal relationship highlights the importance of considering our environment when thinking about our emotions and mental well-being. In order to promote positive emotions and well-being, it is essential to pay attention to the physical and social environment in which we live. This means considering factors such as lighting, noise levels, air quality, and social connections, as well as the design and aesthetics of the space. By creating environments that are supportive, welcoming, and nurturing, we can foster positive emotions and enhance our overall well-being. Our environment plays a significant role in shaping our emotions and mental well-being, and it is important to be mindful of this connection. By considering the impact of our surroundings on our emotions, we can create environments that promote positive feelings and support our overall well-being. In other words, you are your environment, just like your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. When you realize that you are your environment, the connection to your core is strengthened.